What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're gonna jump right into it. We're talking about the Canon EOS R in 2021. I've had this camera for, I think it's been a little over 2 years. I've shot a lot of photos and video with it, so I kind of want to share with you guys some of the pros, some of the cons, some of my thoughts on this camera in 2021. And is it still worth it if you guys are thinking of purchasing the EOS R now in 2021? So let's jump right into it. I want to jump into some of the pros and cons of the EOS R. After using it for about 2 years, I feel like I've kind of dug out the things that I love about it and the things that are probably not so good about it. So one of the pros, like I mentioned earlier, this does shoot in 30 megapixels. When we first picked up this camera, we weren't really focused on photography, but we knew we wanted to kind of dive into the photo side. And this really made it easy for us to start shooting photos. Not only start shooting photos, but the photos looked really good. You know, I wasn't like no crazy amazing photographer, but this just made it really easy to have our photos just looking better than what they really were. Now in 2021, at least this year, we've booked a lot more photo sessions than we have video sessions. Kind of goes back to what I mentioned, that this thing just makes it easy to go into photo and video, kind of doing both. Speaking about photos and videos, if you guys are mainly photographers and you guys want to start to dive into video, but you guys are not fully into video, but you want to start shooting video, this is the best way to jump in or to transition yourself into video. Jumping into video, this goes with another pro of the camera, is the fact that it comes with C-Log right out of the camera. I mean, speaking about C-Log, I've tried different cameras. I've done Panasonic, a Sony, the Pocket 4K, and also Canon. And out of all these cameras that shoot in log, it has been the easiest, the funnest, and also just the fastest to turn around footage. It's so easy to color grade C-Log that if you're just starting, if you're kind of scared into log footage, honestly, C-Log is the way to go. Another pro of the EOS R, and this one is big for me. Like this is what, oh man, like this is just gets me excited about the EOS R when I shoot video, is the fact that you can put an ND filter before you put your lens. The drop-in ND filter on the EOS R. As a matter of fact, give me a second, let me pull it out. So right here, I have the ND filter that will go in front of your camera and then you adapt your lens to it. And I don't know if you guys can see, but this neutral ND filter, you put this in front of your camera, this thing will turn in your EOS R that costs $1,800 and makes it act almost as if it was a cinema camera. And to me, just having this feature right here on an $1,800 camera, I don't know, it's just crazy. And the last pro, this one's actually kind of funny because I'm sure a lot of people will disagree with me, but this is just me giving you guys my personal opinion after using this for 2 years. I love the slide bar in the back of the EOS R. Not having the slider bar on my 1DX Mark III, I don't know, I miss this slider bar and I wish every camera could have it. I've customized this slider bar and I've set that to be my white balance. So when I'm out shooting, I don't have to go to menu, white balance, or start doing any, like I can actually look at my footage through my LCD screen and I can just slide this with my thumb and I'm adjusting my white balance and it just, all right, cool. It looks good to me on the LCD screen. I hit record and I start shooting. That makes it so easy for me. And I've never accidentally bumped in or, oh, I accidentally shift my white balance. That's never happened to me, not once. So the slider bar is something that I really enjoy about the EOS R, which is kind of funny because a lot of people complain about that. Definitely not me. Guys, real quick, if you guys are enjoying this video, don't forget to hit the like button and also subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Let's get right back into the video. So now some of the cons of the EOS R, like we were talking about C-Log. C-Log's amazing, and it really is. The C-Log coming out of this camera is amazing, but it could be a little noisy. I noticed that C-Log on my 1DX Mark III is very, very clean. But the C-Log from the EOS R, I do notice it being a little muddy on my shadows. Now, it's not really a deal breaker. It's not something that's just gonna ruin your footage, but I do notice it. If I zoom in, if I want to pixel peep, I do notice my shadows could be a little noisy. It's just not the cleanest. But like I said, it's not a deal breaker to me. Another con is that this thing shoots in 4K. I didn't want to put that on my pros because honestly, I don't even shoot in 4K. I just stick with 1080p. It shoots in 4K, but it does a massive crop, which is okay. With the crop is okay if you're just gonna do a YouTube video or just a talking headshot. But if you're trying to film, or if you're trying to go out and you're actually gonna be filming handheld footage, that crop will make your footage wobble so much that it's just unusable. So for those reasons, in my past, I just don't even shoot 4K with this camera. I never really jump into it. I kind of just stay away from it. I stick with the 1080p, which looks amazing, but hey, it is what it is. And another con is that it only has one SD card slot. My wife and I, we shoot weddings, and you know, shooting a wedding, yes, you could shoot, and we have shot photos with the EOS R, which is amazing, but it's never happened to us before that we lose a card or we corrupt a card. It's just something you do not want to do if you're shooting a wedding. And for the last con is, well, actually it's kind of like a pro and a con. I should add it on my pros list, is the fact that it does not come with image stabilization. Now, it does have digital stabilization, which works good. If you guys are gonna be doing handheld and you wanna hold a shot, it looks great. But if you guys are actually gonna be moving the camera and panning and, you know, have a wide angle lens, you're gonna run into some issues right there. So it works great for certain situations, but not in all situations. If it had a built-in image stabilization, it would work great with any lens you have, any focal length that you want to be at, but it's like a pro and a con. I'm glad it comes with it, but I wish it was not the digital image stabilization. So that's pretty much it, guys. Those are some of my pros, some of my cons, and I know there's so many cameras out right now. You guys got the R6, the R5, there's so many other cameras that are coming out. They're all amazing, but who is this camera for? Is this for you in 2021? Should you guys still consider purchasing this camera in 2021? My answer is yes and no. If you guys are mainly photographers and want to jump into some video and want to start doing video, I think this is an amazing camera in 2021 for the price that is at, for $1,800 brand new. But if you guys are mainly trying to do video and maybe some photography in the side, I recommend you guys save up a little more money and jump into the Canon R6. I did mention earlier, this shoots amazing video. I'm not trying to take away video from this camera, but I feel with the R6, you're gonna get a lot more out of the video side than you would from this EOS R. So that pretty much wraps it up, guys. If you guys got any input, if you guys got any tips for us, let us know down in the comments. If you guys are still using your EOS R, how are you liking it in 2021? Let us know down in the comments. Once again, guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Also hit the like button if you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you guys on our next video.